Is Cape Coral safe? This is probably one of the most common questions that I receive when people are first coming down here. So let's go ahead and roll the intro. Hello everyone, it's great to see your smiling faces. My name's Victor Prasad. I'm a real estate broker here in Cape Coral, Florida. I create content showcasing Southwest Florida real estate through video and answer some of the most frequently asked questions on the internet. So if you're considering moving or relocating to or from Southwest Florida, be sure to call, text, or email me. I'd love the opportunity to connect with you. I'm not even sure how we're gonna go about this topic because almost everyone has a different interpretation of what safe means. So I thought I would start off with the stats and then go over my personal experiences. Now, with the data, out of 50 states, starting from the safest to the most dangerous, Florida ends up being right in the middle of the list at number 26. Here's a link for that list if you want to visit the safest states by ranking. All this information will be listed in the description box below. If we take a closer look at Florida, out of the top 50 cities, Cape Coral ranks number 17. Not too bad, right? When we look at the data, total crimes is 2,400 and is 50% below the national average. Now, violent crimes in Cape Coral is 226 and it is 68.26% below the national average. Property crime rates in Cape Coral are 1,120.6 and is 46.89% below the national average. Here's a chart to see where Cape Coral ranks versus the national average. I know these numbers are stats. You're probably asking, hey Vic, what about the day-to-day? In my opinion, here's why I believe Cape Coral is safe. My answer is yes. My kids play outside in the streets with supervision, of course. I can walk, jog, run, or ride my Segway through the neighborhood, and there are no issues. And that could be at nighttime, early morning, or midday. I'm not worried about being harassed when at dinner or shopping or out having a good time, either in downtown Cape Coral or downtown Fort Myers. When I walk into a store or plaza, I always feel safe. I mean, our police force is quick to respond, their presence is seen, and they're super nice people. So story time. My son was 3 years old and he tripped and skinned his knee, and me and my wife went up to the officer and asked him for a Band-Aid. He patched him up and he was on his way. This was at an art fair or a food truck convention. There was something going on down at the park. The officer took care of my son, and super nice people. So I don't have anything bad to say in regards to our police system or anything negative of that nature. I mean, I know the tone of the country is at DEFCON 5 right now, but in our little town in Cape Coral, for the most part, I haven't seen anything like that. Here are a few honorable mentions regarding the safety of Cape Coral. So even though there's an opioid crisis across the country, this is something that I have not heard of in our community. Homelessness population here is practically nil, especially in Cape Coral. Most of the neighbors are respectful during the quiet hours. When the weekend gets here, there are no guarantees though. I mean, that goes for everybody. Most puppy owners are leashed their pets, so you will not need many. You won't see many dogs roaming around the street. Okay, I don't want you to think that everything in Cape Coral is perfect. You definitely have road rage here, like anywhere else. During the season, we have a lot of people vacationing. You do get people being disorderly in their conduct or disturbing the peace. This happens in downtown Cape or maybe by the beaches, Sandbar, downtown Fort Myers. Pretty much you see almost everything during the season time. So when boating, you do have people that do not respect maritime courtesy, which is super annoying. So if you rent boats or you go out on the river, go boating, a couple annoying things that a lot of local people hate and boaters is anchoring down right next to them, not knowing how to anchor your boat drifts and hits another boat. I mean, you can imagine that, most of the boats down here are big boats. We have, multi-million-dollar yachts that anchor up right offshore, or center consoles, $250,000 center consoles, $100,000 center consoles. The truth is, no matter the price, nobody likes their boat being smashed or hit. That is definitely a big no-no. Another big thing that comes up, and I don't know how this relates to safety necessarily, but it does cause strife, is when you're fishing under the bridge, or if you're fishing and boating and you go up to right where somebody else is fishing, right next to them, you know what I mean? Not giving enough distance or anything like that, that's kind of annoying as well. I mean, if you have a spot and you're fishing, you shouldn't throw down on somebody else's spot. It's just courtesy. And that does get a lot of people frustrated and upset. Of course, the peer is a little bit different. You're all on the same platform or whatnot, but, give people their space. And that usually makes up for everything. I've got to mention, I am biased and I do love the city. So so take everything I say with a grain of salt. I would definitely speak to friends or family in the area, other locals or neighbors to see what their thoughts are. Hey, if this video has been useful to you, then as a way of saying thank you, go ahead and smash that like button. In any case, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, own more real estate.